So I was on Facebook yet again, and I see this article posted by Hello Beautiful, and it's another one of Jaden Jaden Smith's antics with wearing the dress. Um, he was with the girl from Hunger Games, the little black chick from the Hunger Games. Yeah, the same black chick that was talking about, racism and, reserving black culture, this, that, and the third. And it just kind of shocked me that she even associates with Jaden Smith. Apparently, they're both 16. They're both their proms are. I don't even know if they go to the same school, but apparently they're shopping for prom dresses, and this nigga had the nerve to wear some little bitch made little outfit. You know, Dr. Frances Cress Wilson couldn't get it any perfect. She couldn't get it any more perfect than this, man. It's just a crying out shame that, this dude is wearing dresses in a time like this. A time where black men are getting shot down left and right. We looking like, second or third rate citizens. And this nigga wanna wear dresses and get little kudos from the feminist. And some sisters, cause I just texted sister, and that's why I'm kind of frustrated, because I texted her and she's from the California area, and she was like, let him be him. You know, I think she was just kind of co-signing it, and I just kind of replied back and I said, hey, and sisters wonder why brothers are lacking, and sometimes I know that the boy has a father in his life, but it's like there's not like a man influence. I just kind of have to question, like, what man influence is Will Smith putting into his son? That shit I have to kind of question, because I don't even know what dude can even go out the house, claim that he's a straight man, or just kind of rolling off the theory that he's a straight man while wearing a dress. I mean, maybe sisters need to be more vocal. Like, maybe there needs to be. I wouldn't say there needs to be more sisters like Kenya Moore, but sisters kind of have to speak out a little bit more about, in a better way, on like how homosexuality is bothering them. They they just need to be upfront in person about it, instead of just waiting till they're like damn near 40 and they're like, oh well, all these niggas are gay, so that's why I'm married and with no kids and shit. Yeah, you gotta do better than that. That's my thing. Like, sisters need to be. I think sisters really do need to put some of these gay dudes in check. You probably can't make them straight or anything, but it's like when you see androgynous dudes, I'll probably say that, put androgynous dudes in check. Like, hey, are you gay or not? Because to be honest with you, man, you can't. It's painful looking at this dude, man. It's really painful, especially in the state of what black men are in. It's painful looking at that, man. It's so ridiculous that I'm just. Sometimes I just wish I could punch the dude in his face, because I don't even know why you playing like that, man. That's my thing. The feminists are talking for you. You think you a ladies' man because you got the feminists talking for you. Okay, co-signing your fuckery. Talking about you saying fuck gender norms and fuck that. Yeah, those same sisters who gonna co-sign you and talk about how you're breaking barriers. breaking gender norms, or the same sisters when they get old, they're gonna be looking at you and say like it's gay niggas like him that make black women single. Shit. They, I bet you. I watch. Just watch. Just watch. And and a lot of people were skeptical with this Amanda character from the Hunger Games, and I was willing to give her a pass. And despite her being mixed, and I was thinking like, hey, she got good points going on. But when I saw her co-signing Jaden Pinkett Smith, that was like my first offense. Like what? And I think I had like a second offense with her. I think somewhere I think she was trying to claim to be a feminist. But I kind of let that go. But this was like the first real offense. With her, associated with Jaden Pinkett Smith, like going out with him wearing a dress. Man, really? What do you guys be talking about? That's something I want to know. They're probably gossiping about bullshit, did you see that latest episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta? Oh yeah, Portia. Oh yeah, Kenya. Oh yeah, Nene. Oh yeah, they full of it. Yeah, girlfriend. Okay. I bet that's what they be talking about. They probably gossiping or talking about some fashion trends. I heard that Forever 21 is getting some new handbags. So you gonna buy? Just those type of shit. I just I don't even know. You know, maybe he's gay, maybe he's not, but it's just the point that he's kind of suspect. It's just too suspect. It's like a young thug suspect, which makes me kind of wonder, like why aren't sisters asking for, or the problem is like they ask for these like on point dudes like at the last minute. I'm looking at other people like Young Thug, who's suspect as hell, and I learned this nigga is engaged or he's with some little light skinned chick, and I'm like, and you don't even ask for a better quality dude. This nigga is trending gay little dances and talking crazy, can't even speak English. I'm just kind of like face palm. I hate to blame sisters on this, but it's like I'm face palming y'all because some of y'all, just some, co-sign the worst in black men, and then you wonder why black men are not even trying to be on point. They stay wondering, man. They stay wondering. I just don't even know how he gets out of the door like that. That's my issue. How do you get out the door looking like that? That shit is crazy. I don't even know how you do that. And he, and the thing is, with him wearing dreads, a little twist, most people will think he's a girl. And most non-white, no, non-black people, because usually that's what kind of happens when you're, with some dudes with little short dreads. They might be mistaken for women, and so he's kind of. I'm pretty sure a lot of non-black people he meets think he's a girl anyway. So I'm just, he probably just living off that shit. I'm just like highly disappointed in how, you know, we just sit back and we allow this to happen. This dude is playing with his life ridiculously, man. We're in a state to where black women challenge, damn near challenge our manhood. They're challenging our manhood, and yet we just sitting back, just saying, fuck manhood, fuck this. You know, that's gender norms. You know, fuck this. I can find a female that can support me. Fuck this, you know. Fuck gender norms, you know. What does it really mean to be a man? That's why I keep hearing a lot of these little feminist forums and this bullshit that they're spreading with this like whole. You know, sadly they got men, but they're like white men, and so there's like this kind of market of documentaries of what it is to be a man, and then you have a lot of these bitch made dudes talking about manhood, and they're like feeling some type of way because they were never in the bro code. You know, they stay breaking the shit. They were just too bitchy for male friends, and then they're like, you know, when you tell a boy to be a man, you know, deep down inside he's crying like a little bitch, and it's like okay, you know, yeah, I starting to see that, and you know, and like nowadays it's like wrong. They're trying to tell you that it's wrong to tell a boy to hey man up, you know, and you have these feminists who are like, oh, what does it mean to be a man, huh? And they start throwing those little hyper masculine slogans, and they throw those little shits at you. It's like, what do you mean for him to be a man? What you want him to hit girls? What you want him to do? You know, sag his pants, fight, push people around. You know, you what? They start doing all that shit. You know, they look at the extremes and they just kind of think of this kind of overly aggressive dude who's acting like he's the stereotypical macho man. You know, just the guy, the airheaded, just like an airheaded jock. But it's really like being when I tell somebody, like if I could tell Jaden Smith to man up, I would say, hey man, cut all that dress wearing shit out. You in a state physically and mentally to where black women don't even respect you. They'll fuck you, but they don't even respect you, man. We're living in that kind of time, where we got black boys getting shot down. We looking like sitting ducks while people can easily come to our neighborhood and shoot us for any damn reason. Just the sight of me being black is menacing enough for me to get shot in the head. And you playing with your life wearing a dress. Man, that's crazy, man. And when I'm saying like he's playing with his life, I mean like he's not realizing the damage that he's bringing onto himself and black men. Because I just got through it, and all the black men just got done venting about Kenya Moore. And like seeing this bullshit is like making her look right. And it's like, I get her point, but some of y'all sisters co-sign that shit, and y'all sisters don't never speak out about it. You never speak out about the gay dude, the gayness. You throw out the whole down low, but it's like it's one thing when these dudes are already gay and they be gay and they want to be like that, but it's like another thing where it's like with the approach with the download thing, I just feel like I don't know what to say about that, but I'll probably just say when it comes to madness, like encourage the dudes that you be around to be manly, do something. And especially if they're adults, act manly. Some of these dudes act like boys, and they really need to get out of that. Now, females need to really encourage dudes to get out of that boy state. You can have grown ass men like 21 still trying to cuddle and bullshit. I remember years ago Tariq Nasheed was talking about that like long ago when he had Mac lessons. He was talking about he heard some shit about like a grown dudes, having a cuddle party. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Cuddling is so stupid. I don't even cuddle. I never cuddled before, and I don't plan to. But man, sisters really. You know what? I'm sorry, sisters. You probably listening. You probably saying like, hey, I'll cut you slack. It's a 50-50 because I have to take into account this dude's been raised by his dad and he's heavily influenced by him. And so I kind of have to give the side eye to Will Smith because he's not instilling manness in the son. And, I kind of have a lot of hate for Jaden, but it's like another thing that'll kind of just, with him and his behavior and his antics, is that I'm really not even happy with him allegedly playing Static Shock. Static Shock is a big icon for me, and I really don't want him to play him. I'm not trying to watch Static Shock switch from, wearing a dress, and then next thing you know, he's wearing like spandex with a little leopard thong or some shit. I'm not trying to hear that shit. I ain't trying to see it. And I really hope that Boondocks movie isn't real, the live action one. I don't think it's real, but allegedly, he's playing Huey, which is really disgusting for me. If like this nigga has no ounce of blackness in him, let alone black malehood, let alone black pride. So damn, he ain't have no business playing Huey. Shit. But have him playing Riley or somebody. Or maybe Jasmine, since you like wearing dresses so much. Man, I'm just kind of disappointed. Maybe it's just a black state. It's the black community thing. Because I see everybody playing both genders playing a part in the blame. Because sometimes I have to look at dudes. And the problem with dudes is that dudes don't want to be men. They want to play around, and they want to find a little sympathy and a little justification to do stupid shit as long as a woman says, "Oh, you good, you good," that's probably what he's doing. So, yeah, I have to be. I am kind of mad at both sides, not just the females, because I have to look at the state of some black men, because yeah, some of them don't want to grow up, and some of them try too hard to approve women. You know, some of them, are shitty dudes and they don't want to be a man, but they have all these females who love them regardless. And so that's like a perfect example of both sides to blame. But man, I can't. I swear I can't look at this dude, man. Long. I can't look at it because the first time was horrible enough, but this dude, man, it's not the time and place for all that, man. Cut the shenanigans, man. Cut it off.